Hello everyone. I've been away for a while, in case you haven't noticed. My last video I posted about a month ago, and so I'm probably putting some kind of deceptive title on the video, like finally back on the Trident 660 or something like that. And I've been writing in the last 4 weeks. I just haven't been making any videos, and a lot of reasons for that I'll go into. I just really needed to get out on the bike today and make another video, and that was the only thing that was going to, I guess, get me making videos again, was just to get on the bike and you hit record and see what happens. So if this doesn't go anywhere or this is boring, I apologize. I've got some more stuff coming, but I needed to kind of break the ice and get the creative juices flowing again. I've got a video that I've been wanting to work on, trying to work on, reluctant to work on for the last 5 weeks, and that is my Tail of the Dragon video. And I haven't put it out, or it really finished editing it yet, just because I had a bunch of technical difficulties in making it, and I'm just not sure it's going to turn out very good with all those. So even if I have to try and do a workaround to get it to be, you know, something watchable, I'm not sure if it's still something I'm going to be proud of, but I'm going to give it a try and we'll see. But you know, when my last video about solo motorcycle camping, I had to do some voiceovers because my microphone had popped loose, and I think what had happened is it started pointing down, and with these lapel mics it's going to be very sensitive and pick up whatever the camera, or whatever the microphone is pointed at, that's what it's really going to pick up. So if it's pointed down, it's going to pick up more road noise, wind noise, and less voices. And that's what happened, is you can still hear my voice, but it was just, there's so much wind noise and road noise over it that it was awful. And so the microphone was still out of position. I think they caught on the Velcro of my gloves or something when I put my gloves in the helmet, and so the sound was bad, and I just said a lot of stuff, recorded a lot of footage that I wanted to use, but it was all kind of the audio part of it was unusable. So I'm gonna have to do some voiceover stuff with that, and it'll be okay, just not what I wanted to. Also, the second technical difficulty is when I was doing the south to north run first time on Tail of the Dragon, I used the Hyperlapse, or you know, whatever, with the GoPro setting that combines time lapse and motion smoothing. And so I did that, and it's kind of cool to watch, and of course there's no sound on that at all, and it's all sped up but yet smooth and kind of cool. But those are a lot of corners, and they're coming at you really fast that way, and so it's not something to do if you're easily get motion sickness or something like that. It's a little hard to watch in parts, so I might just try to edit that down a little bit so it's a little more watchable, or just make that a separate video and put a disclaimer on there and go, yeah, hey, don't watch this if it's gonna make you seasick or anything like that. And then the other part I ran into, their technical difficulty, is apparently that setting, the Hyperlapse, is okay, just making sure I didn't die. That setting must drain the battery, because I thought I had a good battery. I'd maybe done, I don't know, 10-15 minutes of footage on the way to Tail of the Dragon, and then I did that Hyperlapse on the whole thing from north to going south, and it killed my battery. And so I didn't have any footage of the return trip going from north to south. I went south to north first time, and then sort of going back from the Tennessee side back into North Carolina. I didn't get any footage of that because my battery died, and I was stupid and didn't take any extra batteries. So I missed some cool stuff, or I missed being able to get footage of some cool stuff, but I got a couple pictures and I'll tell the story. Again, it's just going to be a little less ideal than what I wanted. So with those three things, I just had kind of been reluctant and I don't know, just not really willing to sit down and put forth the extra effort to do that if it was going to be something I wasn't sure was going to be any good. The other thing is, my day job is a public school teacher, and it was back to school second week of August, and so we've had 3 full weeks back with the students now, and it's been difficult to say the least. I know things are difficult all over, but last year was different, that was for sure. We had about a third of our students completely virtual learning at home, and then we took the face-to-face students and split them into an A-B schedule. So we would see the A through M's on Monday, and then the N through Z students on Tuesday, and we would just switch back and forth. And it kept class sizes down, made it real easy to social distance, but it was also difficult to try and make a lot of progress, because you're kind of doing the same thing day after day, or twice in a row. So it kind of felt like we were moving at half speed, and it was difficult for the students and the parents to have supervision, to have the discipline and the wherewithal to be able to sit down and focus. And so it was tough on everybody. And this year we also had masks. We had a mask mandate up until March 15th, and we went back full-time face-to-face March 15th, and then the mask mandate, I think, was lifted by the governor sometime in May. And so just a lot of changes, a lot of difficulties, and a lot of adjustments had to be made. But I would say, go ahead. That was really nice of them. Alright, so I would say when in the spring of 2020, when we had to go completely virtual for the rest of the school year, that was being very proactive, right? The cases were rising, people didn't know what was going to happen, and so we went as safe as possible and made the right choice, I think, and kept the curve flat and all that. And then last year, again, all being very proactive. We had social distancing measures, lower class sizes, masks, hand sanitizers, doing contact tracing, all this stuff, trying to have as normal school as possible, but also try to be as safe as possible and being proactive. And this year, it's sort of like we're going to be reactive. We don't have mask mandates. We're not really social distancing like before, and we're doing contact tracing, and we're doing quarantining, and a lot of students are vaccinated. I teach students that are old enough to get vaccinated. A lot of faculty members and parents and community members are vaccinated, and I think that helps. But it's a lot more reactive. It's sort of like, okay, cases keep rising, and they have every week since we started. They keep going up, and now the upward trend has slowed a little bit, and that's good, but they keep going up, and we still keep having kids back learning from home, just on an individual basis. And so it's different. So the moral of that story is I come home for the weekend, and I'm worn out. I'm not necessarily feeling like making videos. It's the last thing on my mind, because I'm just trying to keep my head above water and do the best I can like everybody else is. So, but I think also making videos and riding the motorcycle, that's a nice way to get a break from all that too. So I need to get back on get back in the routine and start doing some fun stuff. Anyway, so the other thing is, one of the other reasons I've been kind of taking a break from making videos is I'm trying to also figure out, like, what do I want this channel to be? Number one, I want it to be a fun thing to do, a hobby, a way to express myself, a way to try to give back to people, I'll get back to YouTube, really, as weird as that sounds, but there are so many things that I've learned, or so many times I've saved money by being able to do projects myself, work on cars and motorcycles myself, because I was able to find a YouTube video of somebody else doing it. And since I'm a teacher, it makes sense to do it that way. So I want to try to keep doing that. I think this is the right one, yeah. But I also realized that if I don't put Trident or Triumph Trident 660 in the title of a video, it doesn't get watched. And I can't necessarily make every single video I do about this bike, because I might not always have this bike, and I might not always want to be doing videos. So I understand that's probably what got people watching the video and my videos in the first place, and I'm, you know, really, really grateful for that. It's been awesome. I never expected to get any views, let alone the thousands I've been able to get, or any subscribers, let alone the hundreds that I have so far. I think I'm up to 450 something so far, and that's just been incredible, and that makes me want to keep doing videos, and I want to make sure that I am doing things that people enjoy, but I can't do the same thing over and over again. So I just mostly just been pondering and thinking about what I would like to do, and what people would also want to watch, because you got to find where that sweet spot is, you know, where that Venn diagram, the middle of the Venn diagram, where what you want to do and what people want to watch come together. And so only so much things I can do on the Trident. I can keep going and riding every day and put Trident in the title every once in a while, just to make the YouTube search engine happy. But you know, I also need to figure out what else, and the long distance rides, and the camping trips, and finding cool mountain roads. That's fun for me, and maybe it's gonna be fun for other people. So I think that's might be where I'm gonna be heading with future videos, and still do some of the how-tos. I love doing that. It's just right now I don't have any other parts to install or maintenance to do, and so there's nothing in the pipeline like for that. I will say I'm mystified by the how well. Oh, now I am low. So let's see. Let's go OK. Where's the OK button? There it is. Well, I still got 2 bars. All right, so I'll fill up at the end of this trip. Anyway, I'm mystified by how YouTube works. It's crazy. It makes you think, as you know, when you put a video out, you get this big spike of views, you get comments, it's really awesome, you get this kind of a adrenaline rush as you see the view count go up, and you know, it's like bidding for something on eBay, or I guess maybe putting something up for auction on eBay. I've never done that, and you see the bids go up, and I'm sure there's some kind of psychological explanation for that little endorphin rush when that happens. And that's really fun. But I've also been kind of just scratching my head and perplexed by I don't do anything for a month, and I still get like a baseline views of, you know, 400 or 500 views a day, which is crazy awesome. I remember like when I first got like 500 views on one video, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. But or even subscribers, people keep subscribing, but like when you start out, YouTube keeps, you know, wanting you to get that rush, right? It keeps wanting you get a big spike of views when a new video comes out, and you want to keep riding that wave, you know, and keep that momentum going. So I got used to that, just wanting kind of pushing myself to put out videos this summer, and I had a lot of fun doing it. But I thought, like, oh no, if I don't make a video this week, my channel's gonna crash. I'm gonna go down to 1 or 2 views a day. Oh no, that's it. And I'm gonna have to build back that momentum. But no. You know, there's the baseline of views, and subscribers kept going up, and so thank you for all of you that did that. So yeah, it's weird. I'm still trying to figure out like the whole algorithm and all that, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are better at it than I am. I'm just crazy how weird how that works. All right, the other reason why I haven't been making videos, been spending some time doing research on another bike. Like, no, I have no plans to get rid of the Trident anytime soon, but it is definitely, it's a specialized tool. It is a, you know, it's a short distance around town. Put a windscreen on it, and you can maybe do some light touring on it on the back roads. But you know, it's a roadster. Well, we'll put it that way. It's a roadster. It's a naked sport bike, right? And you know, it's limited in its capabilities. And I really want to do some big miles. I want to do 1,000-mile day trips. I want to do a saddle sore 1,000. I want to go and visit family out west and do it as little time possible, and see family, and do rides with my family that rides, and do like a border to border iron butt ride from Canada to Mexico. That would be a whole lot of fun. This is not the bike to do it on. So that's why I've been researching used bikes. Of course, I don't need to buy a new one, but been looking at some things that were better for long distance, and I think I've settled on the BMW RT 1200R, not the GS, but the RT, or the R1200 RT. There we go. You know, there's a lot of good ones on the used market. They're usually a better price than the GS's, because everybody wants the GS and pretend that they're Ewan McGregor, Charlie Borman, even though they're still just going down to Starbucks, or they're still riding the freeway. And I also heard that they're a little more comfortable too, because they got extra suspension travel and less bend in the knees and all that. But anyway, that's what I've been looking at and doing research on those. There's one nearby, a couple hours away, I might go look at next weekend. 2009 with about 50,000 miles on it. And you know, for something that's not going to be my primary bike, and it's just going to be for multi-day trips and doing stupid iron butt association rides, and maybe even try a rally someday, it'll be perfect for that. So that's kind of what I've been doing on the weekends. Instead of making videos and editing videos, is kind of researching and shopping and looking around. I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger just yet, but we'll see. But anyway, so it's just nice to be back out here doing videos, and thanks again to everybody that's watching and subscribing and liking and commenting. And I have no plans to stop or quit. I just might take a break every once in a while. My goal is still do an average of 1 video a week, and I think I'm way above that, you know, so on average 4 videos a month. But every once in a while I might need to take a month off or so. And so anyway, I appreciate you watching. Until next time, thank you.